Because of you. Welcome back, Wussies! Or if it is your first time, grab a seat because you have just unlocked your go-to space for all things life,
love,
and leveling up. We are your hosts, Arya,
and Dia.
here bringing you how to be your best self. Dia, do you remember how we first became friends?
Yes, I mean the first time we became real close was during the event.
The PRCA event, right?
Yes.
Because we knew each other before that. We've seen each other in uni before that, but that is when we actually became friends, and it's so surprising that we knew each other for over 3 months.
More than that.
Yeah.
It was more. It was back in April, I believe.
Yeah, it was in
It was
April.
more than 6 months. We knew each other,
Yes.
but we never spoke. And
We
look at us
spoke, but we
today.
didn't become
It was just
friends.
hi bye, just because we were in the same surroundings.
Yes, that genuinely tells me that knowing people and being friends with them is so different, and which is such an important thing, because genuinely my life has become so much better ever since you came in, and I want that for our Worsies as well. So we are bringing in our special guest, our lovely friend, who would help you by her insightful knowledge to tell you friendship standards, relationship standards, finding the right partner. So drum roll for Ira!
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Ira?
I'm good. How are you girls? It's so nice to be here.
Yes, we're so glad to have you here. So Ira, how did we become friends?
We met in orientation.
Yes.
On the very first day. And I
Yes.
was like, whoa, she's loud. and Dia, I think I met her. I saw her in orientation, but we didn't speak. And then we had a class together. And then,
It
things
was
took
the
off from there.
GRD class, yeah?
No, it was the
you
digital
weren't there?
media.
Ah,
'cause I
right,
don't do
digital
graphic
media.
design, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
So, and then we started hanging out, and then you guys became friends, and I think then Arya started hanging out more with us as well.
yeah.
And since then we've
Yes.
just been chilling together.
Exactly.
Enjoying.
That's amazing. But don't you think that instead of being friends with anybody, you would rather pick and choose select few to be your friends, or do you just become friends with anyone?
No, I mean I'm very open to getting to know people, but I mean you have to be very careful in terms of who you really give that emotional investment and time and energy, as you mentioned. So
Yes.
I don't know, the one thing that I'm always open to making new friends, but you always have to be really selective and give things time. You can't become best friends with someone on the first day.
Yes.
Or you can't be oh my god, I'm in love with this person, the minute you lay eyes on them.
I can imagine someone saying
We
that.
all know.
That one friend who does that.
Yeah,
Oh my
so that is you're just setting yourself up for failure, and you don't know how that person's going to turn out. So you need to give that relationship, any kind of relationship, time.
Yes, exactly.
True.
Especially having the right people around you is so important, because you are who you surround yourself with. You are the aggregate of the 5 people that you spend the most time with.
Your energy, you bring out the positive vibes with positive people, and
Yeah.
same ways with negative.
Exactly. So if you don't align with those people, with the ones that you spend your most time with, it's drawing away from you. It's taking
Yeah.
away
It
from
drains
you.
you.
Yes.
I agree so much with that. Back then I had a few friends who used to just sitting with them, talking to them was an effort, an extra pain, which drained me out. And the time I be back home, I'm so tired and not interested to talk to my parents as well, which made me realize that okay, that these guys are taking a lot of energy of mine,
Yeah.
and I'm not able to give that to anyone else. So it was better that you just create some healthy boundaries.
Yes, exactly. I don't consider such people as friends,
Uh-huh.
honestly.
I mean, they were close to me at once, so
Yeah.
again.
But that's also the thing, right? Friendships, relationships, they evolve. It's an ever-changing process, but once you're in sync as people, then you're able to grow and evolve together.
Together,
Yeah,
yes.
and that sync maintains itself. It doesn't cause disruption and it doesn't drain you.
But
So
that requires understanding
that
as well.
Yes.
and
Lot
mutual
of
effort
Yeah,
as
and
well.
open communication.
Yeah.
There's so much that both parties have to put in equally. It's not that only one person is putting in efforts all the time.
Communication is everything.
Yes,
Communication
exactly.
is the key, as
It
we
is.
say.
It's more than the key. It's
Yeah.
everything. It's the crux.
And also, like, this one thing that I've noticed a lot is like the subtle jealousies that people have.
Oh.
Especially, I've noticed that so much more in female friendships rather than in male friendships.
Competitiveness and
Yes,
jealousy. Yeah.
exactly. Especially if it's in the subtle ones, because like if it's the open ones, like they clearly say, like, it's very visible on their faces.
Yeah.
But the subtle ones, they like cheer you on. And like on the face, but then internally, like they don't.
They're boiling.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
how can she
Yeah.
just do good things in life?
I feel like I noticed that a little bit even when we announced our podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. If,
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
stirring the pot.
yes, because I checked, like I was constantly checking on the followers list the moment that we announced, right? And it was very clear on like who was on like the supporting
supportive
side. And
Yeah.
yeah.
but
So-
again, we can't everyone can't be in our good books.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't have to be in
And you're
everybody's
not
good-
for
yes,
everyone. Yeah.
Exactly. That's honestly just how it's supposed to be. And coming back to you being friends with people who actually align with you or your friendship standards, what are your like at least top 5 non-negotiables in friendships?
I think one is just unconditional support for each other, because I think it's always, you need someone who you can chill with and have fun with, but you also need someone who understands where you're coming from and who actively listens.
Like,
And
yes.
actually what I apply to my friendships applies pretty much to relationships of all kinds, because I think these are just qualities that are like inherent in all successful and long lasting relationships, even if it's like with a family member for that
True.
matter. You definitely need care, consideration. You need to be able to have a good time together. I think sometimes even if that's just sitting in silence, you guys are working together, you guys are, you just
You're
have,
comfortable.
there's that energy filling that space in, so it's not like a stark space of like, oh, there's this awkwardness
Awkward.
and there's
Oh.
an awkward silence, and we're just like looking at each other from
And,
like
like,
the
knowing
corners
what
of our, yeah, you just need to be at ease. I think that's
Yeah.
important. And maintain your individuality.
Oh,
Don't
Oh,
get
that's so important.
correct.
yeah, don't get swept in by someone else's add on to each other, feed off of each other, but don't overpower and replace
Oh,
one another.
Yes, that's so important. Very
Yeah.
well said.
I mean, I don't know if these are 5, but these are key to me.
For me, other than all of this, because these are also really, really important to me. One thing that is also very important to me is that my friends have to be really ambitious. Like, if people are not ambitious, I'm sorry, like, I love you, but we cannot be friends. Like, we're not friends. Like, I know you and I like you, but we're not friends.
For me, it's a little different. I mean, all my close friends, I would say, are with me since my childhood, or we have spent like more than 10 years together. So again, I've been with those same people, I believe, mostly
Yeah.
all through my life. And like now coming to uni, seeing new people, and like just being friends with everyone, understanding understanding someone else and their changes and accepting that is also a thing. Like, imagine you give someone a priority but they don't consider you as one.
True.
Just adjusting with that fact that that people cannot keep you at the same level as you keep them. I think
Yeah.
I'm still like trying to adjust to that fact that okay, I maybe consider you as my number 1, but you consider as my number 3. I mean, not like numbers, but just like, if you get it.
Priority
Just
list.
in your-
yeah.
Like,
like-
who do you think matters
Overall
most?
importance.
Okay,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then basic things like spending time. And the one thing which I think always should be there in every kind of relationship is the time and distance should not like ruin the bond, kind of.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like, if you-
Being able to pick up from where you
Yes,
left off.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have so many friends like that. Like, literally, my bestest friend Sarah. I have not met her since 2019.
Wow.
Oh my
I
God.
have not met her, and in this whole time, we might have called like 8 times max
That's it?
video
Oh my
call.
God.
Yes,
Okay.
but every single time that we call, it is the same energy. And just imagine like how much we would have changed, because when we last met each other, we were like just transitioning from middle school
To
to
high
high
school.
school. That's such a different thing. Like people grow so much, and now we're both in universities. We're both in different fields,
Yeah.
and yet the vibe is still same. It's like the same thing, and I love that so much about our friendship, because even other friendships, just even if you're in the same thing and you're so close, like literally like you have just met each other, it is so easy for people to like drift apart.
Oh.
But you know, such long distance friendship, even you're barely talking to each other, because we will like text each other once a month, but it's the same every single time.
And yeah, I mean, that's exactly my case too. I think some of my closest friends are, and the people I consider closest to me are in like several different corners of the world. So I think that's what, yeah, it's difficult, but it's a
Yeah.
fact of life. I mean, as we grow
We have
up,
to accept
we are all, you know, drawn to our own spaces and our priorities evolve as well. But that's when effort is key, and you, even if it's just a once in a month check-up text message,
Yeah.
it goes such a long way, and that is so
Exactly.
underrated. People don't understand that, but yeah,
Yeah,
it
like-
really pushes the friendship.
Like I want to add on to that, like you never know, like your hi, how are you can like literally
Make their
someone
day.
feel
Yeah.
so happy and special, like someone is caring about you as well.
Yeah, and as you said that, you know, one checkup message a month, that sometimes literally just turns into like a 2-hour long
Long
audio
audio.
message. Yes.
Just like a life
Like,
update.
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Those are so important.
I
Like,
swear to God. It's like even though they're miles apart, they're still like completely so involved in your life.
Yeah.
I love that.
and that's
genuinely.
something for all long distance friendships,
Or
especially.
even-
Like, you need to have that once in a while life update.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little long, over call, text, voice messages, whatever it is,
Anything,
but
yeah.
it's really, really important.
Yeah.
It does a lot more than you think.
Yep. So
Exactly.
again, rightly, the bond shouldn't like change even though like you meet after a while, or maybe like years, as you said, months. I don't know, but like it shouldn't change.
Relationships change, but they should change
Change in a
in
good
positive.
way.
Positive,
Not
yeah,
like-
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, like change is
like
necessary.
friendship to relationship.
like friends.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. But I think male friendship is also something that's very different from female
Yeah.
friendships. Like everybody talks about male friendship, female friendships in both different aspects. So like having the girl gang is the best
Best
thing
thing.
versus
Yeah.
oh my god, a woman is the woman's greatest enemy.
Uh-huh.
No,
Like
yeah.
there's so much you know, people like talk about, but I hear very much less about male friendship. I think we should actually have another episode where we bring in
Right.
guys and have their
Uh-huh.
perspectives about it as well.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
it's really important because it gives you a such a fresh and different perspective
Energy.
than
Yes.
and energy, and you're pushed into a zone where you're trying other things,
Yeah.
going to new places. You know, like it just brings a different like taste to your
And like with the
friendships.
right people, like with the right men, I would say it's like it's a good thing. It's a good feeling. Like you're experiencing new things. With in like you're in
Yeah.
safe hands.
Safe, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not like
and you can
risking
feel
things
as
up.
comfortable and as open and,
Around them.
and in sync platonically, or even
Or,
if
yeah.
it's more, you never know, but platonically for starters, for sure.
But for that, not just in like with the men, with even females, it's very important to like have your morals and values aligned and matching.
Yeah.
I think that's something that people don't openly talk about or
Yeah.
mention. I think that that's something that not many people actually talk about outright. Like, oh hi, what are your values? What are your morals? But you rather actually see it in their actions and in
Discover it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very important to have that in sync. Like one easiest example that I would give to you is that imagine you have friends that are like real big party people, right? And then you imagine you are literally on the opposite spectrum, who is more nerdy book reader type of thing. But if your values are aligned, where you know you balance them
Yeah.
having extroverted parties and you having your reading times and all of that, like with equal balance in life, where you are also working properly, are you not letting the alcohol and all of that affect your work, and over there they're not letting their daydreaming affect their work. You can still cohesively work together. But if it is on the other side, where it is, you know, a person that you call a friend who literally is outright passed out drunk every single day, and then you have to like pick them up every single time and clean their puke every other day.
Oh dear God.
I cannot be friends with such a person. Like, I genuinely enjoy having a good time too, but I cannot be with friends with such a person.
Again, that's gonna like drain you out every single night. Imagine, no one would ever do that. Like everyone will
Certain
get
people
tired.
do that.
I mean, you know, it's a fact. It's great to be friends with people who are different, but you always have to make that, you know, you have to meet in that 50-50 gray space. I think that's really important. And then you can make it work and avoid clashes very easily.
Yes.
But it is important to be friends with people who are different to you.
Yeah.
It like brings in more new
It
experience
brings
and
growth
fun.
in you, in your thinking, and
like you
your
become more
hobbies
open-minded.
and activities. It really opens your life up.
Yeah.
Like you expand like a company, learning new things, understanding.
Real. And also one thing that actually I don't know if I discovered this or it just came to my mind, is that for me it's like for me people who are really ambitious, it's very important, right? Like really work oriented people. But at the same time, it cannot be that only work, because then that is just gonna be like, okay, you're a workaholic.
You need a balance.
Yeah, exactly. So that's literally like, you know, you need friends who are amazing at work and ambitious people, but also the people who can put the fun in the function.
I agree so much with that.
Yes.
And also like talking about like a respect, there should be like a mutual respect and understanding between both the friends or like partners or anyone, like basically. And also like again, open communication. I think these are two things which are very required in any sort of relationships, because it like clears all the misunderstandings and doesn't cause any fuzz or anything.
It helps you navigate through even the roughest waters with like a lot of honesty, and you know, and it strengthens that relationship. Actually, you should always use that as like a tunnel to push through and enhance that relationship.
I mean, I agree so much with that, because like sometimes I just, you know, get so done with everything. I just want to sit alone without anyone disturbing me. And like if my Ara, if she comes across and she's like, hey, what's up? And if I say like, I need my space, just leave me alone for a while. Like without any questions, she would leave. And that's
respecting
something
that is important.
Yeah, that's something I feel like that's so good. Like just, you know, let me be me. Let me like sink in with my emotions. I'll come back. Just give me like a
Everyone has
while.
different needs, so you always have to, you know, maintain that sort
And
of
respect
consideration.
it.
That's for sure.
And also, no, I keep hearing everybody like, oh, I want the best friend, the perfect partner. We genuinely need to accept that this so-called perfect does not exist. It's not
really
a thing.
doesn't.
It's all imperfectly perfect.
Yeah,
as I always say.
exactly. That's one of my most favorite phrases
That's my
ever.
motto. That's my bio. Literally, that's my bio.
Literally. And you cannot be looking for perfect or the best when you're not the best yourself. Most important thing is like you work on yourself, because you attract what you think of yourself and how you
your
put
vibe
yourself.
attracts your tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's so
good
good. So good. Say it again.
Your vibe attracts your tribe. Yeah, I mean, it's a fact. The energy you put out is what you draw to yourself.
Yes. So, Vorsies, we really want you to, instead of chasing other people, you work on yourself. All of the things that we have mentioned, they all could be very well reflected onto you as well. So you work on yourself, and the moment that you start doing that, amazing people will enter your life. The people that you want will then enter your life.
Again, the right time, right people, right place kind of thing will happen.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're going to maintain your standards. And I also wanted to, add that one thing is that none of us are perfect and we're all growing together. So I think, and this I feel like in relationships especially is very important, because we all have that long bucket list and that long checklist of, you know, things we want to do and things we want in our partner. I mean, like when I was in school, my list exceeded like 45 qualities.
Wow.
So are you like referring to some non-existent
Yeah, so
character?
this is the thing, right? Like if it was just like ordering off of a menu, things would be very different. But people are not like that, and I think the most underrated quality, and I have learned this with a lot of time, is the ability to grow and to, you know, really be open to listening to, and this I'm going to say in context of a relationship, but the ability to really listen and to be open to listening, and not for the sake of listening, but actively working on like the tiniest changes
Like you
to be a
notice
better
it.
person
Yes.
for yourself and your partner. It's you
That's so
start
important.
off with the intent of being a better partner, but you realize that these qualities, you know, make you a better person. Like, I think I've cultivated a lot of patience, which is something I had nothing
Never
of.
had.
So, you know, it really makes you into a better person for yourself, and you see that change and feel better.
But again, this is with the right people. Again, like if you go to
Yeah,
some
100%.
some random, I mean not like random, but someone who doesn't like, you know, match up your vibe or doesn't make you a better person, I feel like you should just refrain from.
Yeah,
being
that's for sure.
close
In any
to
context and in
them.
any relationship, that's 100%.
And one of the other things that we have to mention is that you cannot be in a relationship or like, you know, friends with someone for like the wrong reasons. Like, you know, just because you don't want to be lonely,
Yeah.
you're being friends.
Or because
No.
everyone around you is
Peer
in a
pressure.
relationship and you feel left out. I mean, you, for all you know, they are also in it for that reason, and now everyone is just in it because
Playing
of
the game.
everyone.
Yeah.
And it's a vicious circle of just everyone being unhappy secretly. So,
I mean, I did that stupidity as well back then in
Yeah.
high school, just because everyone around me, even my friends, were like having someone else.
Yeah.
It made me feel like, okay, this is something that has to happen in everyone's life at this time, and I'm maybe
Yeah.
abnormal not having
yeah.
it. So,
Everything and every relationship, friendship has its purpose and its time in your life.
Yeah, so I regret my decision of like just, you know, being that.
For sure.
Yeah, and that is why setting boundaries and detachment is so
Oh,
important.
Such an
Yeah.
important thing.
But we have to cover that in another episode because
That
there's
requires
so
so much
much
to
to
say.
talk about. So thank you so much, Ira, for being here and giving such valuable insights to us and our voices.
Thank you for having me.
And we really hope that she comes back soon with more
Yes.
and more and more.
Hopefully. Soon,
Hopefully.
soon.
Yes.
Very soon. Okay, so until next time, keep chasing your dreams
Loving yourself.
and thriving in every way.
We've got your back.